Well, it's no longer just a war of words with the woke folk. Some Republicans are proposing a new law to protect the biological rights of women. Congresswoman Debbie Lesko explains the Women's Bill of Rights this way. It's a quote. As the left continues to erase women, we must fight for women and their place in our society. Whether it's keeping the word mother in written law or ensuring women's domestic violence shelters do not have to accept biological men, we must stand up for women, end quote.
Fox is so unbelievably fallacious. It was hard watching this and not losing a brain cell. I don't understand how anyone can watch this and take this crap seriously. It's astonishing to me that the right has capitalized on phrases like facts don't care about your feelings when this segment was filled with lies and barely half-truths. It's so easy to debunk, it only took me a few Google clicks to see through their BS. So let's get into it. I want to start with the Women's Bill of Rights put forth by Arizona Representative Debbie Lesko, which is ironic as given the fact that they are literally stripping the rights of people to choose what they do with their bodies across the country. Lesko claims that this bill will protect women and emphasizes safeguards for women who experience domestic violence. What's crazy though is that there was a bill brought forth last year called the Violence Against Women Act that 172 House Republicans voted against, and look whose name is on that list. If you guessed Debbie Lesko, you'd be correct. This bill would have gone miles in helping victims of domestic abuse, including providing states with grants for sexual assault and domestic violence services, and offering housing assistance to victims of domestic abuse. But Republicans rejected it because it would extend the ban of gun ownership of abusers. But don't forget, y'all, Debbie really wants us to believe she cares about women. Let's debunk more.
This is the world. Swimming Coaches Association calls for a new transgender racing category after University of Pennsylvania transgender swimmer Leah Thomas dominated this year's NCAA championships.
Tammy, Fox, and the rest of the false mob love to use Leah Thomas as a tool to push their agenda of oppression against trans athletes. All you hear from them is she dominated this and she destroyed the competition, which is another lie coded in bigotry. Leah Thomas won one race. That was 9 seconds slower than Katie Ledecky, the top woman swimmer in the US. And coming from a former college track athlete, that is a huge gap. Leah went on that day to place top 8 in 2 other races. That doesn't sound like dominating to me, but that doesn't work for the Fox sound bites, and so truth gets thrown out the window. We all know that Fox can't operate without lying because they have nothing else going for them. It's sad and dangerous. These people have nothing to lose, but we do. Our movement is designed to care for, protect, and support the most marginalized in this country, and we cannot do that without being the best allies we can to those groups and unequivocally denouncing transphobia. We cannot get caught up in the Republican dog whistle of protect women. They don't mean it. They're bad actors, and it's a ploy to weaponize support for women for the oppression of trans people. None of us should be tolerating this BS. It's disgusting. Being an ally to the trans community means centering their voices and stories, educating yourself on gender expression, and understanding that most of us grew up in a society that only teaches and promotes heteronormative and cisgender expression. It means speaking out against transphobia wherever you see or hear it. We have to foster the inclusive future we want to see. Thank you all for watching Rebel HQ. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and in the comment section below, please share links to grassroots orgs who are supporting and fighting for trans rights.